The battle for control of Zimbabwe's ruling party, ZANU-PF, has intensified as President Emmerson Mnangagwa and Vice President Constantino Chiwenga ramp up their campaigns to secure the allegiance of war veterans, a constituency that could decide the nation's political future. Mnangagwa's empowerment drive faces scrutiny despite the fanfare surrounding Mnangagwa's $3.5 million presidential war veterans empowerment scheme. Critics and rival factions have dismissed the initiative as a thinly veiled attempt to buy loyalty. While the program promises housing, agricultural support, and mining opportunities, skepticism runs deep among veterans who accuse the president of neglecting them for years, only to offer handouts now that his political survival is at stake. "This is not empowerment, it's political bribery," fumed a senior war veteran aligned with Chiwenga's camp, speaking on condition of anonymity. Where was this money when veterans were suffering? Why only now, when Mnangagwa fears losing power? Reports have emerged of uneven distribution, with some provinces allegedly receiving preferential treatment based on their loyalty to Mnangagwa. Meanwhile, Chiwenga's allies have seized on these grievances, portraying the VP as the true champion of veterans' rights. Chiwenga's faction gains momentum. Chiwenga, leveraging his military background and growing discontent with Mnangagwa's leadership, has intensified his outreach to war veterans. His faction, backed by influential figures like Andreas Ethan Mathabila and Bleskaza, has framed Mnangagwa's empowerment schemes as desperate and unsustainable. "The president thinks he can silence us with tractors and boreholes, but we remember the broken promises," said a war veteran at a recent Chiwenga rally. "We fought for liberation, not for one man's dictatorship." Chiwenga's camp has also capitalized on allegations of corruption within Mnangagwa's inner circle, portraying the VP as the only leader capable of restoring integrity to ZANU-PF. However, his critics warn that his ambitions could plunge the party and the country into further instability. With Mnangagwa reportedly seeking to extend his rule beyond 2028, a move that would require constitutional amendments, the war veterans' stance could prove decisive. If they side with Chiwenga, they could force Mnangagwa into an early exit. If they remain divided, ZANU-PF risks a full-blown split. Political analyst Ruben Dubé warns, this is no longer just about succession, it's about survival. If Mnangagwa loses the veterans, he loses ZANU-PF. If Chiwenga overplays his hand, the military could step in. Either way, Zimbabwe is heading toward a dangerous crossroads. What comes next? As both factions jockey for dominance, the war veterans' next moves will be critical. Will Mnangagwa's financial incentives secure their loyalty, or will Chiwenga's anti-corruption rhetoric resonate more deeply? And if the veterans fracture along factional lines, could Zimbabwe see a repeat of the 2017 coup that ousted Robert Mugabe? One thing is certain, the battle for the soul of ZANU-PF has only just begun and the war veterans hold the key. What do you think? Will Mnangagwa outmaneuver Chiwenga, or is Zimbabwe on the brink of another political upheaval? Like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding crisis.